Hello, is it me you are looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. My recipes are all you have ever wanted. I want to tell you so much. I love you. And we're gonna start taking care of the pastry shell. Good news, I have leftover pâte sablée. I'm gonna work it out first to soften and make a neat 3 mm thick sheet and cut out disc. Always work with small quantity of dough. It's way easier to handle. Before it goes in a tart ring, the pastry should be cool but supple. Here I am using a new generation of non-stick tart rings called Exoglass. Those are quite amazing and don't require any grease. The key here is to end up with a thin tart shell, nothing to compare with the store-bought pre-made tart shell. Once done, you want to freeze it. Trim, pre-bake 20 minutes with pie weights, rice or beans, and bake for an additional 10 more minutes without. And you're gonna end up with something as beautiful as that one. I'm going to coat the bottom with melted white chocolate. I heard you. What does the chocolate do? Well, good question. It seals the shell, meaning that when you add a certain amount of moisture, it prevents from getting soggy. Next in the agenda, pastry cream, crème pâtissière. We're gonna get used to, right? One of the greatest classic. Get your milk and vanilla to a simmer. Meanwhile, combine eggs, sugar and starch. Temper and mix hot milk with the egg mixture back on the stove and cook for 2 minutes, whisking constantly. So the key here is to whisk it fast and furious. Make it beautiful. Last time I cooled down my pastry cream using the frozen baking tray technique and beat it afterwards. Well, I'm gonna do the opposite way today, using a great tip from my friend Chef Didier Pelleru. So what he does, he freezes the mixing bowl instead and let run until cool. How smart is that? So then your custard ends up smooth and silky. Oh Seigneur! It's unbelievable. Merci chef. Here we go. Carpet each tart shell with a teaspoon of custard. Sprinkle some candied fruits, tutti frutti, and fold the remaining candied fruits in the pastry cream. In between, I'm gonna take care of my brioche, fouas, panettone, rosca de reyes, and make a 1-inch thick disc. Dunk in the almond and orange syrup and place in tart shells. Scoop out custard and smooth out into a dome and freeze a couple of hours. Next, light marshmallow meringue. This is a great alternative to Italian meringue. It is actually a light Swiss meringue in which you add some gelatin. First, whisk together over a water bath egg whites, sugar and honey until it reaches 122 degrees Fahrenheit, 50 degrees Celsius. Then add melted gelatin and corn syrup and beat until fluffy, just like an angry cat. Now the fun. And it is actually. Dip each tartelette upside down and create an awesome Russian-shaped dome. To find out about it, go to brunoskitchen.net. Please subscribe, like my page on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest at Bruno Albouze. Bon appétit and see you next time. Muy delicioso, señoritas.